Hey, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teaches this truth, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. It's another lesson on children of Israel, man. Y'all are not free. Everybody are still slaves. You know, you talk to Jake, you tell Jake, don't you know you still a slave? They will argue you down and be almost about ready to fight that they ain't no damn slave. And he asks, well, if you ain't no slave, what do you do? What do you do where do you go every day and what you do to obtain your money? Well, that's a job. That's different. I do that because I want. No, you don't. You do that because you're a slave and you're a debt slave and you have to do it. Or you can do something illegal, like sell drugs to your people or something like that, child sex, trade or something wicked. As the Edomites got it all set up, man. You are a slave, Jake. You're not free. They lied to us. They never set us free. You have 3 pieces of paper that proves that you're a damn slave, man. Let's go browse. First of all, let's go see what a slave pass was. In his 1857 narrative, 22 years a slave and 40 years a freeman, Austin Stewart described the punishment for enslaved people caught without a written pass. Should anyone venture to disobey this law, he will most likely be caught by the patrol and given 39 lashes. That slave patrol, that's how the police force got started. They called them patty whackers. If you was caught without that slave pass, like it states, you got 39 lashes. While the punishment might have differed in various regions and for various transgressions, this was a common occurrence for those enslaved in the United States in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Slave passes were an early form of racialized surveillance. Small pieces of paper, surveillance, small pieces of paper with the power to decide where black men and women could travel. Sound familiar? Who they could meet and whether they might be subject to violence. Look at this, a little picture of the pass right here. Let me see? Guards and pickets of the pass. I guess the slave, master wrote your name on it. And it says on up the line on something, road. Good for, I don't know, so many days. See? Colonial government passes laws requiring all enslaved people to travel with written permission as early as mid-17th century. Sound familiar? Traveling with a pass? What did that sound like? Barbados passed a slave law in 1688 that required enslaved people to travel with written permissions. Sound familiar? As early as mid-17th century. Barbados passed a slave law in 1688 that requires enslaved people to carry passes when traveling outside of their plantations, as it is absolutely necessary to the safety of this place. Similar laws were passed all over the Caribbean and later enacted in the United States. See, Sally Hatton argues that these laws were integral to the institution of slavery because mobility was key to gaining freedom. If black people were allowed freedom of movement, they were more likely to run away or organize rebellions. Passes were also important in the construction of race-based slavery, as the ability for slave patrols, see the paddywhackers, to stop and terrorize any black person reiterated the impression that black people and enslavement were synonymous. Slave passes were provided by slave owners and were used, and enslaved people were sent to run errands. Still, do that ring a bell? To labor on other plantations, going to your job, going your merry way, going about. You didn't have it, paddywhackers pull your ass over, and they beat you down. Sound familiar? Or to visit friends or family. Passes general included the name or description of the enslaved person, the date, and sometimes time, the intended destination, and the signature of the slave owner. Do that sound familiar? Most passes were handwritten on small pieces of paper, though some were printed from a template and included on the pretended information by hand. I'm just going to tell you, doesn't that sound like a driver's license? Slave pass. You get from one place to another. You don't have it. These cops, boy, they take you to jail. They beat you down. They do all kind of stuff. Same thing back then. That's one proof that we still slaves, man. Wait a minute. Everybody got driver's license. That don't mean that everybody's slaves. And don't know it. This damn devil, the white man the devil Bible speaks of, enslaved his own. Let's read this. Slave patrols were responsible for checking to make sure that black people traveling outside the plantation could produce some kind of written documentation, regardless of whether they were enslaved or free. Slave patrols, an early form of American policing, were made up groups of white men who were sometimes paid for their work, but were often members of the slave-owning community who worked to survey and punish black people to ensure continuous safety of the community. See? These devils always been scared of Jake, man. Find anything wrong, you do anything wrong, boy, they kill you, beat you up, bury you somewhere, hang you. And they still the same way, man. These devils ain't changed. They still scared, afraid of the black man. And they the damn devil, the one do all the killing and robbing and raping and murdering and you name it. They were also slave patrollers who relished the violence of their task. See, they loved it. Described by Austin Stewart as joyful at the thought of inflicting punishment on black bodies. Sound familiar? These devils ain't changed, man. Slave passes as a form of racialized surveillance dependent on black illiteracy and white literacy. Laws forbidding the education of enslaved people were designed to ensure that black people did not have access to reading and writing, as these kinds of tools could help people escape enslavement. See? However, these assumptions sometimes worked in the favor of the enslaved. See, you ain't gonna escape no enslavement. You just gonna go to a different plantation. But we always been in slavery over here. Always. Some slave patrollers was similarly illiterate and thus could not confirm whether the black people they had stopped were carrying the appropriate pass, which some enslaved people could use they could use that to their advantage. See? Similarly, Similarly, if enslaved people were able to gain some skill in reading and writing, they could create their own passes and escape to freedom. Just going up north, and it was less violent, less physical, but you still was a slave, man. That's where everybody been deceived, man. Jake been deceived, man. You still a slave, man. This was such a common occurrence that many runaway slaves' aides include information about whether the escape could have created, procured, or false pass in order to help locate them. See? While free black people should have no need for passes, they were often forced to keep their documents available in order to escape the violence of slave patrollers. These documents often included certificates of freedom. No such thing. Which free black people had to procure in court, and which included detailed descriptions of the person's physical appearance, so that there would be no confusion by patrollers as to who was referred to the documents. That's your picture on your driver's license. See? Description. How you look. Same thing, man. That's one proof of you still a slave, man. I don't believe it. Everybody got it. Well, we're not concerned about these other races. We're not concerned about Esau, Edom. We're concerned about our people, man. Y'all still slaves and don't know it. Still slaves and y'all don't know it, man. While passes have been very... That's it right there. See? Y'all still slaves, man. Let's go to... Get some more proof. Social Security number. The United States Social Security number is a 9-digit number issued to United States citizen permanent residents and temporary working residents under section of the Social Security Act, codified as 42 SCG 45C2, whatever. The number is issued to an individual by the Social Security Administration, an independent agency of the United States government, although the original purpose for the number was Social Security Administration to track individuals. That's all I got to read right there. Your Social Security number was made to track you, man. No matter where you go, you can't do nothing without that Social Security number. When you put that in, that tracks you, man. You got the slave pass with your driver's license, so you can go from one place to another. That's the permission the government give you. See, the government owns us. Y'all don't know that. Government give you issue out a Social Security number. The government tracks you. And your birth certificate. That's the next one, man. Let me see, can I get that? Let me see. Birth certificate. I hit it. Let me see. I hit it. I lost it. Let me go to Wikipedia. Here it is right here. I think it is. Yeah, here it is. Birth certificate. That's the next piece of paper that proves. This is the third piece of paper that proves that you're a slave, man. Most countries have statutes and laws that regulate registration of birth. In all countries, it is responsible of the mother's physician, midwife, hospital administration, or the parents of the child to see that the birth is properly registered with the appropriate, listen to this, government agency. Didn't I just say the government owns us? When you come out of your mama's stomach or however you be born, they had that birth certificate waiting on you. When she signed that birth certificate, she signed you over to the government, man. The government owns you right then on the spot. He owns everybody. The elites, the 13 ruling families, control and own the whole planet, man. The Illuminati, the brain, of Amalek, of the so-called Ish people. They the smartest ones. Well, mean the most wicked ones. They run it all. There's 13 families, and they own the whole planet, man. What do you do when you own something? Like, say, for instance, you're a cowboy. You own them cattle. First thing you do is you brand their ass. Like what this man get ready to do with the MOTB, man. Let's get a video of that, man. This is what these devils get ready to do. Listen. You see that? They've been working on this for a long time, man. And they finally got everything in order. They got all this electronic, got all this science and all this technology. And they ready to brand everybody. They're already doing tests. Sweden. And I forgot that other place. Switzerland. They're already getting this system implemented, working out the kinks and the bugs. And when they do, man, everybody gonna be branded who don't come back to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Let's get a precept, man. Let's go to the book. Let's go to the book of Baruch. Let me see. Let me find it here. All right. Here it is. Baruch 4 and 6. It says here, see? You were sold to the nations. See, right now. We are owned, man. See? The scriptures give you the whole history. Everything what happened. Everything. Tells you everything, man. See? The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, you were sold to the nations. Not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered to your enemies. Especially Judah, man. Most High kicked us out of our homeland. We ran down into Africa, fleeing Roman persecution. We got down there. The Arabs was looking for us. The Africans know that we wasn't their people. The Arabs and the Africans got together, sold us to the white man, the Grecians, in the book of Joel, man. Matter of fact, y'all might not believe me, man. Let's go get that. Let's go to the book of let's go to the book of Joel. Joel 2. No, 3. Let's lock it. Let me go back. Book of Joel 3. I think it's verse 4. Joel 3 and 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? See, that's them African nations, man. Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedy, will I return your recompense upon your head? See, because you have taken my silver and my gold and carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. See, you did that. And also the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold to the Grecians? See? That's you Africans, man. And you Arabs. That ye might remove them far from their border. And they took us far from Africa, man. A lot of people don't believe that, but it's right here. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee, the thee are the children of Israel. You so-called black folks in America, man. 12 tribes. Most I put all in slavery. But Judah, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee to Egypt again with ships. There's no account of the children of Israel going back to Egypt a second time with ships. Egypt means bondage. It's a spiritual Egypt because they still worshiping obelisks, pyramids. You see them all over the place on the back of the money. They're doing all that witch. They done went and studied all the witchcraft and sorcery. Know what they did in Egypt and these other countries too. And Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, all-seeing eye. See? Just talking about America, spiritual Egypt, man. Not physical, not, Egypt, spiritual Egypt. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. That's why we don't know where the hell we come from. You tell people, where you come from? Africa? No, that's where we fled to, Africa. The devils have deceived us. Thou shalt not see it no more again. It's our home, Jerusalem. All over there, Israel, all that big chunk over there is our land. That's where the so-called black man, Native American, Hispanic, Latino come from. And we shall see it no more again. Well, them people over there said, they the real Jews, and them people over there say they the real Egyptians. They Arabs living in Egypt. Most High ran them damn Hamites out of Egypt too. Them 48ers over there, they fake. And all the people over there that live over there know it. Everybody know it except the children of Israel, man. We don't see our home again. We don't know where the hell we come from. You put these bywords on us. Black. Where's the land of black? Everybody name out the land. Where's the land of black? Can't nobody tell you. See, our people destroyed for lack of knowledge. They saw this children. It's stupid, man. Tell them anything. You're not a black man. You're an Israelite. Look at the color black and put your hand up against it. Are you black? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Okay, we came over here in Egypt. Bondage and slavery. Egypt means bondage. Spiritual Egypt. With ships into slavery, man. And we were sold into our enemies. Who brought us over here? Our enemies. Most High telling you all over the scriptures, all over the Bible, man, that these white folks are our enemies. And y'all know it. Y'all know these devils hate us. You old bats, you old crows out there, you old farts. Y'all done sold the hell out, man. Bow down to these damn white folks. Y'all know, y'all can reach back to your grandfathers and mothers, and they told you what these devils did, how they, don't bring you better not bring down one of these devils home. Y'all know. Our ancestors called them the damn devil. But like I state in a lot of my videos, y'all done sold out, man, for money, power, and respect. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman, which means slave man, and slave woman. Weren't we up on them auction blocks? Weren't they selling our kids from one plantation, one state to another? Weren't they selling our daughters and our wives and our mamas and our aunties, selling them all over the damn place, breaking up families, using us for everything that you can think of, man, because they owned us, and they still do, and they know it, and they laugh and smirk behind our back, and no man shall buy you. That means nobody gonna get us out of it. All those so-called leaders came up. We still in slavery, aren't we? They didn't get us out of it. Ain't nobody gonna get us out of it but Yahushua, the deliverer. That's what his name means, Yahushua. He who delivers, or the deliverer. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue for thy heritage that I gave thee. Didn't they take away our heritage? That's why we don't know who the hell we are. Don't know nothing. Don't know our ancestors. We don't know. We can just go a few generations back, man. That's it. I know I don't know them, but I know who my great granddaddy and grandmother on my mother's side, but my father's side is blank. Some people go back a little farther, some people can't. They discontinue for our heritage. We don't know who we are, where we come from, didn't know what language we speak, don't know what power we serve. They stripped everything. We was discontinued from thine heritage that the Most High gave us because of our sins and our wickedness. Man, y'all still slaves, man. You down there working first shift, you working second shift, you working 9 to 5, you working third shift, you working part-time, swing shift, 12-hour rotation. You a damn slave. You ain't free, man. Of course, you got the slave pass to roam around, in your land of captivity freely, but mess up. The devil come down on you with great wrath. Y'all know it. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Mess up one of these doggone slave passes. Or misuse them. Do something fraudulent. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies. See? Aren't we serving? I just said that. We still serving our enemies, the white man. Still in slavery. You can give a damn. You go to walk around with a suit and tie. Ride around in a damn Lamborghini. Whatever. You a damn slave, man. If you making that type of money, just take the money you making your slave master. Slaves. Cause thee to serve thy enemies. See? Cause you to work for your damn slave masters. Cause you to slave for your damn slave master, the white man. In the land which thou knowest not. Over here, where they drug us off the west coast of Africa. Where we see where we can't see our land no more. Discontinue from our heritage. Over here in the land thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. See, pissed the Most High off, man. We pissed the Most High off, man. Let's go back to Baruch, man. Baruch 4. Let's go back. See, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, because you moved the Most High to wrath. You pissed the Most High off. You were delivered into your enemies. I just went over that. The white man. For ye provoked him that made you. We pissed the Most High off that made us. That nurtured us. That gave us everything, man. Gave us that land flowing with milk and honey. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Start worshiping idols, man. Following the way of the heathens, doing wickedness, idolatry, you name it. We was doing it. We turned our back on the Most High. Verse 8, you have forgotten the everlasting power. See, we forgot the Most High. Turn our back on it. They brought you up, and you have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Trashed Jerusalem, disrespected our own land, did all type of wickedness, man. Most High kicked us out. Had them damn Romans run our ass out of our own land down in Africa, fleeing Roman persecution. Because if they would have got us, man, they're going to eliminate all Jakes. That's in the mind of these damn devils still, man. But the Most High won't let them eliminate us, man. Don't think these devils don't want to. It wouldn't be for the promise Most High made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hey, we be dead, man. We be gone. These damn devils would eradicate us, man. Let's go to the book of Revelation 11 and 8. See? And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord Yahweh Shah was crucified. Sodom. What was Sodom? What do Sodom mean? Y'all know what it means. There's a bunch of that going on now. Over here in the land which is called, spiritually called, Sodom in Egypt. There's a lot of LGBTQ, whatever, that's going on in America now. They have, man, these people, man, they coming out of the woodworks by seem like damn minions. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what happened to that? Most High destroyed it. And you so-called Christian out there, supposed to be Christian, do y'all ever read the Bible? Y'all ain't out supposed to be Christians. Y'all ain't out protesting against that or not. Just do as thou wilt, man. You can't watch a television show. You can't go nowhere. Do nothing, man, without seeing some LGBTQ mess. And them dead bodies is us, man. Well, not the men of the Lord that's waking up in the 1/3 that's waking up. But you people out there, y'all dead bodies lying in the streets. That means y'all have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Y'all just wicked zombies walking around. Putrefied sores and pus. Stinking, rotten flesh. Because you refuse to come into the light. You refuse to repent. You refuse to hear the words of Yahweh Shah. He's calling, and y'all refuse to listen, man. Revelation 11 and 8 again. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of a great city. See, Israelites, man, you 2/3. The spiritual is called Sodom and Egypt. You're over here in America, Babylon the Great, the land of confusion, where also our Lord Yahweh Shah was crucified. They crucified him again over here. Talking junk. Got white man Jesus up saying this Yahweh Shah. Well, we call him Yahweh Shah, saying he's Jesus. Y'all call him Jesus, saying he the one that died on the cross. And all kind of blasphemy. You name it. Over here in America, man. Well, the Lord Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah was crucified, man. His image was X'd out. And who took the place of it? White man Jesus, the so-called white man, the damn devil the Bible speaks of. Say, here's your God. Look. And it looked just like them. Got our people deceived. Y'all gonna die just like that white man, man. In them churches, believing on white man, geez, believing some damn white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair or whatever, and a beard, looking all sweet. Your sweet Jesus gonna come and save y'all, and everybody gonna live happily ever after and sing and pop popcorn around the campfire and eat pig feet and chitlins and, man, come on, man, bacon sandwiches. You've been deceived, man. Just like Ezekiel 37. That chapter is talking about the children of Israel, man. Y'all walking around in the valley of the shadow of death, dead to the world. Zombies. Zombie land. But you got them slave papers, though. You got that driver's license. You got that social security number. And you got that birth certificate, man. There's three things that prove that y'all dumb Israelites out there still slaves. Y'all can't see it because you have not spiritual eyes. But the men of the Lord can see it. The 1/3 that's waking up, who the Most High is quickening. We see it, plain as day. We are still slaves in America, man. Ain't no ands, ifs, buts, and whats about it. Baruch 3, man. 3 and 8. Behold, we are the Israelites, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, Hispanics, are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, where the Most High scattered us from our homeland for a reproach and a curse. See, we over here, we cursed. We over here in hard bondage. Not as hard it was in slavery, but we over here in bondage. And to be subject to payment, and we are subject to payments for all what we have done, the sins that we have committed, the turning of our back on Yahweh Shai, the wickedness, the deceitfulness, you name it. We are subject to pay. We paying for it, according to all the iniquities of thy fathers, according to all the iniquities, all the sins that and wickedness you did in your past lives, man. Paying for it. Which departed from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, our power. All that wickedness that we departed, and we were departed from Yahweh Bashem Shai. See? When people read these precepts, they don't understand them. They don't know how to precept on precept, here a little, there a little, line upon line. They don't know how to put these precepts together and get the full meaning. We are still slaves, man. And we ain't getting out of it until Yahweh shall crack them clouds with them chariots, man. And guess what? That's when our oppressors will be in slavery next. They got next, man. See? Let's get them the precept. Let's get the last precept. The oppressors got next and be in slavery. Let's go to the book of Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity. Who led us in captivity? The white man. Didn't they lead us in captivity? They sure did. Didn't the Arabs lead us in captivity? They sure did. Did them damn Hamites lead us in captivity? All the other nations, all nations on the planet have led us into captivity. But the white man did it the worst. So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And y'all gonna go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And the white man, you still killing us with the sword. I don't mean a sword, a Japanese sword. I mean sword is a killing instrument. Gun, knife, you name it. Drone, tank, AK-47, you name it. 9mm, Glock. Smith & Wesson, Barrett, you name it. The list goes on. That's the sword. So he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And y'all gonna be killed with the sword too. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. See? We waiting on that. We got faith that Yahweh gonna come and deliver us. That's that patience. And we got faith that y'all ass is going into captivity, buddy. With this, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that teaches the truth. Shalom to the whole elect, man. Shalom.